He's 35 years old from Mallorca. He beat Zoran Lertbacher and Dirk van Duivenbode in last night's qualifiers, and it is Benito who has the throw then.
The all-important, winning the ball. Very, very important. Win the ball.
We have seen how important that can be in these events, especially over this format of just best of 11 legs.
Exactly, go 5-all, and you really do want to throw last leg.
And I was saying last week when we saw Benito in Austria how his throw, it almost looks like he's about to throw a cricket ball, the way he takes his dart from one hand to the other.
Yes, it's certainly a different action. It's unlike Tony, who throws from the eye. You know, it's really, really odd action. It's just a straight punch, if you look at it.
140.
Not a lot can go wrong because it's such a short throw, you see. It's good.
Benito, you require 124.
So down to a finish first.
Stay down there. That's it.
92.
He knows he's got a bit of time with Alcinas back on 274. Benito beat Jelle Klassen in the qualifiers last night, so
100. Benito, you require 32.
certainly got some talent. And there he is.
In the first leg, Benito van der Beek.
And that'll settle him down, Mike. He's hit the double straight away, one dart.
Game on.
And comprehensively beat Alcinas in that particular leg, so that'll bang his confidence up.
140.
Good start from Antonio, though.
Yes, Antonio, by his recent standards, had quite a poor 2013 and had to go back to Q school at the start of the year to regain his tour card, which he successfully did.
45.
And the winner of this one has the small task of taking on Michael van Gerwen in the second round tomorrow. Is this the first 180 of the match?
190.
Yes, pleased to say Michael is here this weekend after having to pull out of the Austrian event with a recurrence of that ankle injury.
I've just done a little show with him, Phil, Robert Thornton and Dave Chisnell, funny enough, just before the start of this tournament today, and he seems in fine fettle. He's pretty fit and pretty good, and I'm pretty much raring to go as well.
60.
Good stuff. He won the Dutch Masters, the second European Tour event of the year, did Michael.
97.
4 different winners in the opening 4 events, and great to see Vincent van der Voort back on form, playing very well at the moment. He won in Salzburg last weekend.
He did. Marvellous player. Very, very quick. Very quick. Marvellous player. This is good from Benito. Let me look at the tops. There, great shot.
In the second leg, Benito van der Beek.
So he's raced to a 2-0 lead as the Dutchman here.
Game on.
And 100% on his doubles. There's a second
190.
His second of the match, and we're only in the third leg, but back comes Alcinas. Is he going to trade? Oh, I think that was 60 on the floor there.
I think it might have been. Just clip the flight, I think, though. Oh, come on. Ooh, unlucky.
131.
That's fantastic darts. That really is great darts. 190 after 6 darts. It's absolute world class.
We did see Vincent come very close to a 9-darter last weekend, didn't we, in Austria, just a double 12 away from perfection.
He did. Look at this.
130.
Wow. He is throwing well.
Yeah, he's well ahead again in this leg. He's got quite a pacey throw, as we tend to see from the Dutch players, don't they? A lot of them tend to be quick throwers.
Very much so, but the thing is they know their numbers as well, you know, so it's that aids them throwing quickly, knowing where they're going and what they're doing. Double 16. There you go.
Shot in the third leg, Benito van der Beek.
It's not bad, is it? 100% on the doubles.
And Alcinas certainly already has something to think about here. Finding himself 3-0 down.
100.
That's what he needs. He needs to get a couple of hundreds on the bounce, you know. What he's been doing is hitting 100 and then going 45, something like that, which doesn't help against someone like Benito.
34.
See, now he needs a big 100, you know, or good 100 at least to stay there, you know. See, this is what I mean, when it drops into the 5. Hopefully he can recover it a bit.
85.
It's not too bad, but he's now behind, really. Definitely now. This lad's on fire. Oh.
180.
Third 180, Mike. Marvellous.
Yeah, playing incredibly well is the 21-year-old.
83.
So young to have that talent as well. It's magic.
He was someone else who earned his tour card through Q-School at the start of the year. He did win the
41.
German Open back in 2011 while with the BDO, so he's obviously been showing quality for some time.
Shows he can throw a dart. Another thing is, shows he can win a tournament as well.
59. Benito, you require 146.
There we go. Coming down. Late in, yeah.
94.
Oh, Antonio, he really is up against it here. He needs a really pressure dart. 140 now. Or 134, something like that. Oh, there you go.
134.
He switched over, it's lovely. Well, he's 100%. Is he staying there? He is.
2 shots and a full flag. Benito.
Four doubles. Fantastic darts.
This is great to watch, but not for Antonio to be on the receiving end of. It's just sort of your luck, isn't it? You get pulled out of the hat against somebody who is firing on all cylinders, and he just can't keep up with him, can he? Here?
No, he's not. He really isn't at the races with Benito at the moment. This is looking promising. Come on, get your first one.
190.
This lad's coming straight back at him again, though.
97.
That's good darts. Antonio's actually nicked the throw a little bit here. If he can come in with, here we go. He'll come in with something good.
140.
Have you kept account of the 9 darters you've called on stage?
Ooh, I know I've done 9 on TV. That's one of the stats. Me and George have done the same, 9 on TV. And Bruce Bentley, actually, as well. So it's a little bit of a race to see who can get the 10th.
Yeah.
I've done quite a few off the stage as well, so off the TV on the Pro Tour. I mean, the Pro Tours have been hitting 9 darters like they're going out of fashion. So it's terrific.
137. Turning your 137.
He needs to either finish a double here or at least take it out, be even better. Here we go, another one of those. 16 maybe. Yep.
96. Benito, you require 67.
Go on the 17s here. 18, 32 maybe. Yep, double 16. Come on, 100%. Still is.
2 shots and a 5th leg. Benito at the pass.
Absolutely marvellous.
Antonio to throw first. Game on.
And well, Antonio is really staring down the barrel now.
Yeah.
Benito 1 leg away from victory and booking his place in double quick time against fellow Dutchman Michael van Gerwen tomorrow.
That looks like it'd be a good game if he can maintain his form.
96.
Our next match on stage is Ben Ward up against Gian Artut. The first round session in 1.
100.
As Antonio gets his second one, 80.
Is he following him with one? Ooh.
105.
Yes, the opening round now of these European Tour events this year. One long session of 16 matches for you.
Lovely.
45.
That's it, George. Have a good look, mate.
100.
I know the ticket sales have been very good for the weekend session. Fridays obviously can be difficult for people, I'm sure, as the day goes on and people knock off work early and coming for the evening. The crowd will build here in the Victoria Stadium.
I'm pretty certain it will. That's what's happened over the last few years.
190.
There's your difference. He's hit the 180 to leave a double. Antonio's got to take out a big double, a big shot out here, which you can't do now anyway. And now you've got to put a pressure on it. 69 left. Various ways, treble 11 maybe, 19s.
99. 20.
I think it's good night though. Oh, that's the first double he's missed. Oh, here we go. That's always the hardest one, the closing double.
50.
Well, Antonio's got to hit it.
Yeah, 10 tops I think so, yep. It's got to hit it now, come on. It's unlucky, that's unlucky. I don't think he'll miss again, Mike, somehow.
So for a whitewash, Benito van der Pas gets it with the second attempt. And a convincing win for the Dutchman. And we never really got to see the class that we know the Spaniard can show. But it is Benito van der Pas who will take on the number 1 seed Michael van Gerwen tomorrow. Coming up next here on stage, Ben Ward, one of the UK qualifiers, up against another European qualifier, the German Gian Artuz.